Hey everyone, Shabby here, and welcome to the final part of pool number 4 in this Cruiserweight Classic tournament. We've got two semi-finals for you in Tommaso Ciampa versus Mustafa Ali, and then Roderick Strong versus Lince Dorado, and then also the final between the winners of those two matches. So without further ado, Tommaso Ciampa versus Mustafa Ali. And here we go then, the first man in this match, Tommaso Ciampa, pulled off a pretty impressive victory in the first episode when he took on... Oh my god, my memory's so bad. Who did he beat? I mean, I've not done it too long ago. I've literally changed his last episodes together. Who did he beat? I'll remember it as we go through. I will remember eventually. Either way, his opponent then, Mustafa Ali, who defeated Drew Gulak to make it through to the second round. Still can't remember who it was who Tommaso Ciampa defeated. He made short work of him, I remember that. Either way, there's no point dwelling in the past. Let's move into the future. Tommaso Ciampa versus Mustafa Ali for a place in our main event here this evening. And the finals, of course, of pool number 4. Both of these guys looking very good in the first round. I mean, I was very impressed with the Mustafa Ali versus Drew Gulak match. Tongue twisted myself there. I was very impressed with the Mustafa Ali versus Drew Gulak match. That was really enjoyable. Tommaso Ciampa had a very easy first round. So easy that I can't remember who it was he faced. It's annoying me now. I bet you guys will know as well. Can you see it straight away? I'm going to grab my paperwork. It's annoying me that much. I'm going to walk all the way across the room to pick up my paperwork. Akira Tozawa. Of course it was Akira Tozawa. It's a bit of a shame really, because it was yeah, it was pretty a pretty easy match for Tommaso Ciampa. I expected more from Akira Tozawa, to be honest. Another guy I really do appreciate as a wrestler, actually, Akira Tozawa. I mean, started watching him as part of Dragon Gate USA, which of course of now is Evolve Wrestling. And he is a really cool wrestler. So looking forward to seeing how things move forward in this tournament. See whether the likes of, well, either of these two guys can go further. I mean, we've had quite an impressive first round, and I think all of the matches so far have been very impressive. We've got some interesting people in the final 4, of course. Well, spoilers coming up here. I'm sure it's not spoilers, you should know by now if you're this far into the playlist. From Pool 1, it was Johnny Gargano. From Pool 2, it was Araya Davari. And Pool 3 was Pete Dunne. So, of course, one of these 4 guys will be joining those 3 in the final 4 for our final episode of this tournament. And as I announced in the previous video, we are also going to be crowning the first tag team champions of 205 Live in that tournament finale as well. So a lot of cool stuff going on. And of course it depends on who gets eliminated to what sort of people are going to be available for certain things. But I think pretty much now our tag team match is sorted, I think. It's going to be a fatal 4-way tag team match. I'm thinking, well, O'Reilly and Fish. Maybe not, maybe Fish and Strong, maybe. Woods and Kingston. The Singh brothers. And then I think probably Lucha Dragons. Maybe Kalisto and Sin Cara together again. Should be pretty cool to see. Here's Tommaso Ciampa now locking in the German suplexes on Mustafa Ali. Keeps the grip, rolls the hip once again. Tommaso Ciampa bringing Mustafa Ali back up to his feet before hitting the Project Ciampa. And that could be game, set, match here. But no, Ciampa still stalking Mustafa Ali. Looking to add insult to injury. Takes him up and drops him face first. There's the pin. Tommaso Ciampa for the 1, the 2. No, only a 2 count. Wow. Mustafa Ali showing some great work here. Mustafa Ali sending Tommaso Ciampa back into the ring. And heading up to the top, we know Mustafa Ali likes to hit the inverted 450. That's how he defeated Drew Gulak, and he's just hit Tommaso Ciampa with it as well. There's the pin. 1, 2. Oh, and Tommaso Ciampa kicks out this time. Tommaso Ciampa here, taking some control back. Oh no, missing. Mustafa Ali with a boot to the side of the head. Big knee in the face there as well by Ciampa. And Ciampa is in control once more. Ciampa back in control, ducking the clothesline. Well, that's embarrassing. My phone's just updated Pokemon Go and it just opened. That's great, isn't it? So a new update's just got out on Pokemon Go. My phone's just updated and for some reason decided to go mad and switch it on. Bloody thing. What a bloody thing. Either way. Tommaso Ciampa now wrenching back at the eyes of Mustafa Ali. Ali breaking free. Ciampa with a back elbow now. Collar and elbow tie up between the two. It's broken pretty easily. And Ali, nice snap German suplex on Tommaso Ciampa. Ali now heading. Well, he's trying to head to the top, but he's got caught up. Now does. Ciampa's trying to roll away. Thinks he's fine away, but he's not. Oh, but he did get the knees up. Ciampa now taking Mustafa Ali up to the top. What is Tommaso Ciampa even thinking here? Does Tommaso Ciampa even think? Oh my word! Oh, Tommaso Ciampa! My word, Tommaso Ciampa! That is brutal. That's a oh my god moment if I ever heard one. Where's Joey Styles when you need him? Tommaso Ciampa now, big knee strike to the side of the face. And this is the Tommaso Ciampa we know. Brutality personified. Just demolishing a knee drop in the face as well. Tommaso Ciampa stalking the ground in Mustafa Ali, who's trying to make his way back up to his feet. And there's a knee strike as well by Ciampa. And that could well be his ticket through to the final. The referee decides to wait a good 3 seconds before even going to have to count the pin. So if I was Tommaso Ciampa right now, I'd get up and beat up the referee. That was shockingly slow. He should have won that there and then. The referee was so slow getting down. Mustafa Ali now forcing the knee into the spine. Slowing the pace of the match down. Ciampa slowly back up to his feet. Mustafa Ali, oh, what a crossbody from the top that is. This match has been absolutely fantastic opening match of the episode. But again, Ciampa gets the knees up. Ciampa now looking for the air raid slam, but Mustafa Ali breaks free. Mustafa Ali now has Ciampa wrench back and twist in that arm before just sending Ciampa face first into the mat. Ali drags Ciampa middle of the ring. Once again, wrenching back of that arm. And again, slamming Ciampa face first into the mat. Mustafa Ali accidentally runs into the referee in the process. But now he has Tommaso Ciampa exactly where he wants him. Or does he? 450 splash. Ref, that's a pin, isn't it? Now that's a pin. 1, 2... And Mustafa Ali knocks out Tommaso Ciampa. In my mind, Ciampa the favourite for this pool, and he's now been eliminated by Mustafa Ali. In what was an incredible match, really. So much back and forth action. That's the sort of match this tournament is built for. What a great match that was. And that's just the first match of 3 here this evening. We're still going to see Mustafa Ali compete later on in the finals of this pool. Ciampa came close on many occasions, and I think he could, you know, pretty much annoy the referee in some cases. The referee was really slow to get down and count certain pinfalls, and I think if I was Ciampa, I'd be furious with the referee right now, and I'd be demanding another opportunity, to be honest. But who will Mustafa Ali face in the final? We're going to find out now as Roderick Strong takes on Lince Dorado. And here he is then, Roderick Strong. The Undisputed Era's last chance to really prove what he can do. It's been a tricky first round for him. It was quite tricky actually against Sunil Singh, who really put up a fantastic appearance. But Roderick Strong was able to get by, and can he get by Lince Dorado, who surprisingly knocked out Rey Mysterio. And here is Lince Dorado then. Like I said, just a surprise victory for him, defeating Rey Mysterio Jr. in the first round, which was absolutely awesome, really. It was a big, big surprise, and now Dorado's chance to prove exactly what he can do. And here we go then. Lince Dorado versus Roderick Strong for the chance to face off against Mustafa Ali in the main event of the evening. Roderick Strong sending Dorado to the corner. Referee gets taken out there. Which is always fun, I suppose. Yeah. It's weird, the referees on this game. They get knocked over the easiest way, don't they? Dorado now back in. Bring Roderick Strong back up to his feet, and if Dorado can pull off another victory here, I mean, we've seen it already. We saw it with Araya Davari. The surprise wins can be done. And it would be another surprise win if Lince Dorado did go on to win this round. But to be honest, a main event of Lince Dorado versus Mustafa Ali, I think will be a cracking match. Both really good high flyers. Roderick Strong there, avoiding the dropkick. Now into a belly-to-belly suplex on Lince Dorado. And Roddy continuing the assault. And he's taking full control now of Lince Dorado, throwing him around like a sack of spuds. But Dorado just pinged straight back up to his feet. And it didn't work very well for him, did it? He got absolutely flattened. That did not work very well for him. What's this? Strong being... Okay. Now that's an interesting one. That's a very interesting one. We've talked about people that could be eligible to compete in this roster. And then old school Daniel Bryan interferes in the match and distracts Roderick Strong. Now that is something that we could get behind. I know we spoke about in the last episode certain people that could come into the roster that were a little bit more out there, maybe not as realistic as we could see with 205 Live. And maybe an old school Daniel Bryan could be someone that would thrive in this roster, to be honest with you. Very much a good style. Dorado dropping strong face first. Dorado now taking Roderick Strong up onto that top turnbuckle, hooking the legs. Nice standing Spanish fly from the top turnbuckle. Slamming the knees of Roderick Strong into the mat. Now wrenching back at the arm. Oh, nice arm breaker there by Lince Dorado. Now bringing Roderick Strong back up to his feet, but Strong fighting back with an arm breaker of his own. Taking Lince down with another suplex and then stamping on the back. And yeah, the Daniel Bryan scenario is an interesting one. I wouldn't use up-to-date Daniel Bryan, but old school what Daniel Bryan you're seeing right there on your screens look pretty interesting. Strong now heads up to the top, right in front of Daniel Bryan, who did come out to distract him. Strong looking for that knee drop, but Lince Dorado avoiding it. And been two pretty damn good matches so far, haven't they? Strong now taking Lince Dorado up and dropping him spine first across the apron. Lince Dorado, nice head scissors all the way around, dropping him. Lince now bringing Roderick Strong back into the ring. Does he have enough to finish him off? Lince sending Roderick Strong into the corner. He's going to hoist him up. What does Lince Dorado have planned here? Another standing Spanish fly, potentially. Dorado heading up top once again. Of course, he utilised that fantastic shooting star press to get the victory over Rey Mysterio in the first round. The referee is so slow. The referee is costing people matches left, right and centre. I mean, if he was actually with it and got down at when he should be getting down, then we may actually yeah, it's just frustrating. We might just get matches that last a bit. We don't really want matches to last quicker, to be honest with you, but matches that finish when they should do, because it frustrates me how slow the referees are. I mean, there should be some inbuilt saying, right, the player's going to go for a pin after he hits his finisher manoeuvre, so let's go for it. Nice drop kick. Knee in the face. Referee's up to a 3. Still this match continues on. God knows how this match will continue on. Both these guys are absolutely knackered. I'm sure Mustafa Ali backstage is rubbing his hands together, knowing how much damage these guys are taking out of each other before he even gets a chance to go at them. Lince Dorado springs back into a stunner off the middle rope. Looking to work the leg over, but Roderick Strong fights him away. And a running knee strike from point blank range. That's a weird one. There's the pin. 1, 2, and 3. And Roderick Strong does get the job done, even after the distraction of Daniel Bryan out of nowhere. And our new question of the day, of course, is, does old school Daniel Bryan fit this roster? Would old school Daniel Bryan be a valid person to have in this roster? Would you like to see old school Daniel Bryan in 205 Live? Or maybe just as a one-off for a couple of matches, not as a full-time member of the roster? That's your guys' decision. You let me know in the comment section down below. Great win then for Roderick Strong. He's going on to face off against Mustafa Ali in our next match. But just for the sake of story, we're going to have an intermission now, which I'll cut out for you guys. You didn't see the intermission. And we'll be back after both these guys are rested, ready for our main event. And here is that final match then, Mustafa Ali versus Roderick Strong. And here is then Mustafa Ali defeated Drew Gulak and Tommaso Ciampa to make it to this final. He's just one step away from the final four. And his opponent then, Roderick Strong, defeated Sunil Singh. And of course that previous match against Lince Dorado. And we are ready then, here we go. Roderick Strong versus Mustafa Ali. The winner joins Gargano, Pete Dunne and Araya Davari in the final four. Nice gut-wrench powerbomb there by Roderick Strong. He is the Undisputed Era's last chance at getting in that final four. Of course, Kyle O'Reilly was knocked out in pool 2. Bobby Fish knocked out in pool 3. And of course, Adam Cole knocked out in pool number 1. And they're now leaving everything in the hands of Roderick Strong. Nice right hands now. Roddy taking Mustafa Ali up to the top. And he's going to bring him back down. Oh, the backbreaker on the actual top. Roderick Strong really in control of this one. Absolutely flattering. Flattening. Yeah, flattering would be a terrible phrase. Absolutely flattening Mustafa Ali, but in all my confusion and so forth, the match has turned around as it normally does. Commentator's Curse, I believe it's called. Nice boot in the back of the leg. Strong slides back in, as does Mustafa Ali. They're a little bit more concerned now with referees' counts, because last year it's a bit of a problem. They made it up to a 7 count before people started to get back in the ring, and it led to a lot of count-outs. Mustafa Ali on the top now. Nice Hurricanrana. And Mustafa Ali all of a sudden turned this one around. Mustafa Ali now in control, and say Roderick Strong took the very early control. Mustafa Ali now in the driving seat, I suppose. Knee in the spine of Roderick Strong. Really wrenching back at those arms as well. Strong slowly back up to his feet. Big elbow in the gut. Nice chop. Oh, look at that. It was almost like a backdrop backbreaker. Not seen that very often. Looking for the right hand. A big forearm there by Mustafa Ali, though. But Roderick Strong takes him down. Very similar this to Mustafa Ali's first match he had in this competition against Drew Gulak. Really, it's a situation where you need to control the pace of the match. Now, Mustafa Ali is going to want this match to be a lot quicker, a lot more high-paced, because that's what best suits him, whereas Roderick Strong is going to try and keep it more ground and pound. He knows that he has the best opportunity by doing that, but it's not worked so well for him so far. Mustafa Ali inverted 450. Now looking for... He doesn't go for the pin. Oh, not another interference. I mean, Elias, what is going on with this game? Ah! I can't keep up with all these dodgy interferences, man. All these people just desperate to get some TV time. I'm going to have to turn... I keep forgetting to turn interference off, don't I? And I really need to do it because it is really making a mockery of some of these. I mean, if you've not seen the previous episode, it was a right mess. I mean, what is Elias even doing here? He just wandered around. He's vaguely wandering around the ring and slides back. I don't get it. I really don't understand the whole point of that, to be honest with you, but hey ho, that's the game. I think it'd be interesting if we could use, like, I'd be interested if we could use, actual enemies, like pre-sort certain people that would have interfere more often. Or make sensical interferences. I mean, like if it was another Cruiserweight, or if it was a member of Roderick Strong's stable, that would have made more sense, but, you know, it is what it is, I suppose. Strong with a boot in the back of the leg of Mustafa Ali, now taking Ali up on his shoulders. Ali breaks free into reverse DDT. And it's a really hard-fought match, this one. A really good end to this tournament, actually. Well, it's not the end of the tournament, of course, but end of the first set of pulls. Of course, there's one more video left in this tournament after this episode, and that is going to be the finales. We'll see the two semis with the final 4 members, one of each pool. And then, of course, the final and sandwich in the middle, the Cruiserweight Tag Team Championship match. Mustafa Ali looking in control once again. What's he going to do, though? Is he going to go for the pin? No, he's going to continue to work over the leg. Quite sure that's the wiser thing to do. Mustafa Ali how heads up to the top. Looks to do another inverted 450 and hits it for the second time in the match, and surely that's going to be enough. There's the pin. 1, 2, and 3. And Mustafa Ali is victorious and wins pool 4, which makes our final 4 Johnny Gargano, Araya Davari, Pete Dunne, and Mustafa Ali. One of those 4 men will be our first ever Cruiserweight champion in our 205 Live Universe mode. That's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that, actually, now. It's going to be a really cool final. I also now can sort out the tag team match, which I'm thinking of making, well, Red Dragon, I think, Fish. I think I'm going to do Fish and Strong, because I want O'Reilly to compete in something else. So Fish and Strong versus the Singh brothers, Sunil and Samir Singh, or the Bollywood boys, if you will, versus Woods and Kingston, of course, New Day. And then I think probably versus Kalisto and Sin Cara. I think it'll probably be an interesting way of doing it as well. And then, of course, we are going to crown our first light heavyweight champion at Shabby Takeover over on the NXT Universe mode, so keep an eye out for that as well. Anyway, I've talked enough. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Of course, if you have, then please do hit a like and, of course, subscribe if you want to see some more. And I'll say it once more because I feel so dirty doing this sort of stuff, but there is a link down below to the Patreon page that I've just created. And there's some nice perks on there if you're interested. I'm not trying to force anyone into it. If you want to help the channel, then that's great. If not, it's really not a problem. I'll still continue doing what I'm doing either way anyway. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye. Play my game, go on to